Welcome to the Shack. The Shack, it started off as a blank canvas, so now's when the fun really begins. You've seen the build and the pretty side of things, and now it's time to focus on the educational side. I'm a big believer that through education, people's homes can be improved and ultimately changing the way that we all live. I learn through the tradies and the brands that I work with every day, but I'm also mindful that not everyone has these resources at their fingertips. So I'm here to help you bridge that gap. The products that you use in and on your home have a far greater impact than just how they look. I've been using CSR products for as long as I've been in this industry. CSR is one of Australia's and New Zealand's most trusted building brands. We have used CSR Cementel cladding sheets on the facade of the Shack. By using the batten and board method of cladding a house, it's affordable both in the supply and the install. It's quicker than compared to weatherboards, and that means that your builder or carpenters, it's going to take them less time to install, and that is good for your budget. To ensure that the Shack can be used all year round, it was an absolute must to insulate the walls and ceilings with CSR Bradford insulation bats. We rented a house recently and it had no insulation. In summer, it was boiling hot, and in winter, it was freezing cold. Insulation has such a big impact on how you use your home. Insulation will allow you to have a comfortable home all year round. And the more that you do to reduce the need of heating and cooling your home, the better it is to making your home more energy efficient. CSR Gyprock is pretty much a household brand. And when it comes to plasterboard, there's nothing better than Gyprock. Here in the Shack, we've used the most economical type of plasterboard. It's Gyprock Plus because we don't have any issues down here with noise. So as a homeowner, you want plasterboard that is strong enough to withstand the bumps of everyday life. And for the tradies, they want plasterboard that's lightweight, so it's easy to install. And remember, ease of installation saves you time and money. When it comes to your tapware, you really want to use a brand that you can trust. And that's why we've used ABI Interiors. So when you're selecting your taps, it's not only about just the style and the finish of the taps, it's also about using the highest quality components. So what I mean by this is when you have your shower mixers or wall mixers, there's a cartridge that gets installed into the wall. So you want to make sure that is of the highest quality, as well as the finishes and fixtures. So all of ABI's products have been designed here in Australia, and they've all been created with longevity and durability in mind. Now let's talk door hardware. So often this is an item that is overlooked until your builder asks for them. Don't do this. When you are picking your doors, choose your door hardware at the same time. So Iva is one of my go-to suppliers for door hardware. They've got a range that will suit any style. So their tagline is, it's created for life. So if you take a moment to think about how often you use your door handle, you really want one that has durability, it's gonna last, as well as it being stylish. And if you think about it, your door hardware is used pretty much every day. So you want your door handles to function, and you do not want to sacrifice on quality or durability. So remember, choose your door hardware at the same time that you choose your doors. Full disclosure, there is one brand that I've used for the first time here in the Shack, and it is Stone Ambassadors. Stone Ambassadors by no means are a new brand. They've been around since 2012, and they've got a really good reputation with joiners and designers for engineered stone. They have a large variety of stones to select from. But what drew me to this brand was not only about the quality of their materials, but it was that their products have been designed with lifestyle in mind. With the kitchen being the most common place for stone to be used, you really want it to work with the way that you live. In a perfect world, you want to only use one slab of stone because you want to avoid the joins. So when you're looking for that perfect stone for your house, make sure you pay attention to the actual size of the slab. Another tip of the day is to make sure that you source your appliances well in advance for a project. Delays, items being out of stock or being discontinued, it's inevitable. So the last thing you want to do is go and design your whole kitchen around appliances that you can no longer get. I use Bing Lee for appliances. They do understand what customers want, and that is great product and great service. So if we take a moment just to reflect back on the TV dilemma that we had, it says it all. In my line of work, I don't just use one brand of furniture, but there are brands that I'll use over and over again in my projects. Lounge Lovers is one of them because they've got great looking furniture that doesn't sacrifice on quality. When sourcing furniture, what I look for and what I want you to look for is about furniture that is in proportion with your space. So every room, every house, it differs. And that is what makes the difference of when you walk into a space and the furniture feels right. So often people think bigger room, bigger furniture, but it's not the case. Remember, it's all about getting those proportions right. I have one last thing to say before we move on to the budget. Homes are for living and they need to be brought to life. And that is why you'll always see me putting greenery in the balcony garden pots. It brings a bit of the outdoors inside, and then on the reverse, it's about blurring the line of the indoors and the outdoors. As you know, I love the balcony garden pots. The range, it's really stylish, but I also love that their organization is carbon neutral. So it's a win-win. You're bringing some greenery into your world, and then you're doing your part for the environment as well. Okay, so it's time to talk budget, and we've got camera shy builder, Ben is gonna join us. Hey, welcome to the shack.
Thank you.
Okay, so I know that you really want to find out, did we make our 50K budget? What's the answer, Ben?
No. No, we come pretty close at 55.
55K.
Yep.
Oh, I'm pretty happy with that. So that's roughly 10% over budget. And that's why you'll hear people saying that you need a contingency fund, because it happens all the time. So if we were to add in the value of the Contra products, what would the cost be?
It'd be closer to 75,000K.
Oh, okay, wow.
But we did a renovation and not a full build, so it'd be a lot more than that.
Yeah. And that's what, I'm a big believer in, that we want to show you the real cost of building, because I don't want you to go, if they can do this, we can do that. There's a lot of that on our screens today, and we really want to show you the cost of building.
It doesn't matter if it's on my own home or a client's project. Building costs have gone up dramatically, and to run a business, the costs have also
Gone through the roof.
Yeah.
Gone crazy.
Building will be the most expensive thing you do after buying a house.
Yeah, for sure. So thanks, Ben. You made an appearance on the final episode of The Shack. I know you enjoyed every minute of it.
No worries, it was fun.
So there you go. That is The Shack. The second most asked question following the budget is, what will The Shack be used for? The answer is, I will let you know when I know. You'll find us partly living here when we build the Maybe Forever, and when that's complete, my boys are going to have a hard time kicking me out of my ladies' cave.